Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Alright, well, my warrior deck here, being a warrior deck for me, is predictably not going that well. I expected a little bit better of it. But, yeah. Down down 2 losses already. So I need to win the next 2 just to break even. So, ew. Stop complaining. Computer picks utterly random time to complain about having a folder open on my laptop that is currently shut off. It's like, you just randomly chose this time to, why? It's been like that for half an hour. Yeah. Whatever. So, warrioring. It's been a pretty rough run so far. Oh, a mage! That's always the best thing if you're playing a warrior in the arena.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
These are some pretty castable guys, except him. Do I keep Bloodhoof Brave in the starting hand? I think probably I do. May not be ideal. The Slug's probably more valuable later, but we're going to hang on to him for now. Okay. I don't see much point in freezing a mage and then getting him shot. I don't see much point in coining out the Slug. I think I'm going to hold off for a second. Because whatever minion she plays, it won't get to attack me if I just play him and freeze him. Then she'll shoot my guy, but eh. So if I silence that, I would deny my opponent a card. I can't imagine it's actually worth it, though. Next turn I can coin this guy out, which is pretty good. Let's do this and see if she will spend 2 of her 3 mana to kill my guy who didn't cost much. I mean, it's not like I've been doing great things with my turns either, but this means presumably she's not doing much with her turn. Excellent. Okay. Molten Blade, that's good to get it earlier in the game, because there's more chance it'll turn into something awesome. So I probably have too many weapons in my hand now. Does he get fireballed or not? Because if he's not fireballed, he's kind of doing okay. In theory. Smash and then Frostbolt Fire Blast, I guess. Mirror image, okay. Yeah, could be worse. Egg Napper, that might be worth silencing. It's kind of sad, but maybe? Probably save him for someone with a better power than this guy. I mean, this guy's getting worn down. Egg Napper will just hit him and then finish him, pretty much. Bring into a copy of the weapon I already have. Super useful. I could get back his health if I just kill one of those things and then bounce him, but what good does that really do me? I don't know. Using this to kill 2 1/1s is also not the ultimate power in the universe. Kind of torn. I think I may bounce my guy. It's probably dumb, just slow playing it, but I'm going to get beat up the other way. So your 3/1 can kill my 3/2, which is okay. I get my taunt back later. Next turn, I'm playing him or the axe, depending on what's up there. Oh, the axe is not going to be useful because there's a taunt there. I'm not in a good spot here already, actually. Was that a dumb move? I don't know. It was a weird move.
What to do?
But, yeah. Opponent is thinking a lot. That's always exciting.
I wonder.
Wow. Opponent is thinking tremendously. There are no indications that my game has lagged out. Everything is still working as far as I know. What are you up to? AFK, because that would increase my chances of winning. Currently not looking great, even though my opponent's not doing anything that impressive right now. We are running out of time to spend that 5 mana. Oh, this is going to be a really great, exciting game.
Challenge accepted. Squire, attend me.
I mean, that could have been a fake out, like, pretending to be lagged out thing, so you could AoE me, which would be a weird, sort of, exceptionally metagamey and unnecessary tactic. No, you are gone, and I'm gonna just, like, win by default, which is, again, super exciting. Yeah.
If you insist.
Get rid of that.
I have
Dude.
an axe to grind. To battle! Challenge accepted.
Right, they count as beasts, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't help you at all. I don't know, 3-1 egg guy just seems really unpleasant to me. Like, a 3-1 for 3 is not stats I like. Getting 2 1s is, 2 1-1s is fine. They can do a lot of things, but they can also amount to nothing often enough.
Start running.
I'm not going to overplay in case I am being faked out somehow. Opponent waiting for me to play a whole bunch of stuff and then Flame Strike, which would be a pretty stupid tactic, but you go nuts. I haven't taken any damage and I'm armoring up a bunch, so this isn't going to be very useful in all likelihood. Nope, this is just going to be a big waste of time. Yay, I free win! I'm concerned, though, like, in those few turns my opponent was there, they didn't do things that seemed all that good. But whatever I was doing was worse. I was just doing crap all. I'm going to pretend you're still in the game and take the health.
Start running. To battle! Challenge accepted.
But I'm also going to just kill you. Woo! So, exciting videos so far. But yeah, no, like, but this, I am not happy with this deck. The mix of things it has doesn't seem great, because I don't know. I don't know specifically what the problem is, but it sure isn't good. Need one more to get the thing. The upgrades, not always working out. I've got what seems like a good number of weapons, in theory. I've got an actual Brass Knuckles, the Arcanite Reaper, the Molten thing, and then 2 upgrades. Like, maybe that's too few weapons for the upgrades, but I don't know. Still work out pretty well. I've got a bunch of big sort of fat things, a bunch of medium game. I don't know. I don't think the casting cost curve's that bad. There were a bunch of bad rows, but most of them weren't, like, terrible rows, I don't think. I don't think there were rows where there was, like, nothing of any value. Yeah, like, I'm sure there were a couple that were pretty close, but the overall effect, I don't know why this deck is so not good. It's hard to sometimes see as a whole what the problem is. Other times it's easy. Okay, see what happens against an actual opponent.
I must protect the wild.
Victory or death!
So I don't know if I should be pitching a 3 or not. I mean, he's not going to be good with this guy, but I'm going to keep him because he's castable. Zubov's power is not that ultimate. He's just a 3/3 for 3. I definitely didn't put like a high priority on him, but using him as a 3/3 for 3 is probably better than mulliganing him and getting something else expensive. And potentially I could buff this guy. Let's play him, why not? Seems kind of dumb, but he can't be killed by 1 Kung Fu, so opponent should have to do something. Yeah, we'll work on him. But you're assuming that you could just Kung Fu him next turn, but actually I get to give him +1/+1. It's not going to be so bad. Elemental is not one of the types for this guy. So now you'd have to Kung Fu him 2 more times, and he's got 2 attack now, which makes that less appealing. So, just that little change-up actually could potentially be very annoying. It really depends what my opponent has, obviously, but...
I must safeguard the land.
Aw. Okay. It's only a 2/2 now. I forget about that sometimes. I am contemplating killing him and then freezing my opponent so he can't Kung Fu. I think I like that plan.
Nice to meet you. Warning, I'm unstable.
I'd rather save my upgrade. If there's nothing out there to attack, unlike the Paladin, when it was a reasonable choice to have played it and I didn't. There's no particular reason to expect a bunch of 1 hit point enemies coming out. Yeah. Look at all the elementals that I can pretty much do nothing with.
What?
They're there, and elementally. And you know, if you play a minion, even if it's got 4 hit points, the Death Rattle guy can take it out. So he doesn't want to play anything now. He's going to want to Kung Fu this guy next turn. If I could get a taunt, that would be fantastic. Keep me in control over this. That's not a taunt, but it's pretty damaging. We've got all these things. He can't Kung Fu all of them, and meanwhile, I am now beating his face in somewhat.
For the war chief! For Hellscream!
That turned into a fairly aggressive start. So again, like he could spend 2 mana and kill this guy to prevent him from doing 3 damage to a minion, or actually 4 damage if I hit the minion with him and it dies, and then does 3 damage to the minion. But then he's only got 3 mana left to play a guy with, so I'm actually in a pretty good place unless he gets an AoE. Of course, it wouldn't take much of an AoE, like 1 damage to everything would do it, but yeah, he doesn't have it, and now I've got a taunt. Awesome! I mean, I could play him, but actually I don't need that to protect this guy, because I should just use him. This and this would kill that. In terms of just killing my opponent flat out, I've got 6/10 damage. That's a lot. That's not enough to make it worth leaving things alive, I don't think, because these 2 guys are not that impressive. If I put out a taunt to protect things anyway.
Don't mess with me! Chill out.
Yeah, all that hell screamy goodness. And a taunt protects my 3/1 from being Kung Fu'd. And this person seems to be in trouble. I mean, they could start playing huge things now, but they've got so little health, it would have to be pretty impressive. Beating through him doesn't really cost me much. That guy's awesome. Where was he all your life early on? You get that guy for free. That's, that was a fairly impressive turn in many ways. But, oh, well, that makes it easier now. I can just silence that. And then, can I actually kill you? I don't think I can. I've got 10, 11 damage if I upgrade. That's not actually dead. So maybe I should actually deal with the forces out there. So, because I could silence the shield with that and do it. But if it's not a kill shot, I don't think it's worth it. Because it doesn't hurt my guys killing that. Should we go in for damage? I mean, this guy will protect me pretty well. I think maybe I should still be going for damage with a Threshodon out to back me up. And I could kill a 4/4 with this, and then his forces aren't as good, actually. You know what? That's going to degrade his forces a lot. I still have a much better army, in theory. I really don't like not doing the 4 damage to him, though. That feels bad. Feels like I should be finishing this guy, but board control is very important. The Threshodon is pretty hard to remove. Well, if he's saving a Naturalize or something. Ew. that much we saw coming, although you still take damage from it. I could just draw a weapon and probably win. Of course, that guy's pretty rough if he comes back out. Not too likely, but you've got 5 mana, and you've got to do a lot with that 5 mana right now.
I was right all along.
Oh, that's not a lot. I mean, he could work out well for you. I'm not going to be able to get through him, but I am just going to be able to silence that idiot. So, even though I can't kill my opponent, I can only do 9 damage. Again, if I put this out the other turn, I might have had it, but who knows. Let's runt it up. Just take +1/+1 is fine. Silencing this guy makes him kind of useless. And I am going to play this now, because then I've got you dead next turn, even if you kill all my minions. You kill all my minions and get a taunt or something. Nope. Doomsayer was right, but not in that happy Cthulhu buff sort of right way. Oh, that's pretty rough. And it's a taunt, and it kills all my guys. Ow. However, I have just enough damage to get through it, so which means that you get upgraded into oblivion. You surrendering out of the way because you figured it out? Yeah. Where's the point? I'm literally in the process of killing you. I can't go any faster than, like, attack, attack, attack. I was actually going to drop 1 minion, but, like, what are you really gaining by surrendering? I don't know. Whatever. So, yeah. Had 1 easy opponent, and 1 AFK opponent has gotten me back up to breaking even with my not particularly good deck. We'll see if I can actually get ahead, if I can get any more bad opponents, next time. Please click the legendary like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.